Hello everyone, welcome to this math video where we will now explore 3 different scenarios for this simultaneous equation, and let's explore what conclusions that we can actually draw upon. So we have this particular example where we are given the 2 lines already, and they want us to solve for the equation. And we all know that the solution for a pair of simultaneous equation is where the intersection of the line is. So in this case here, x will be -1, so x equals -1, and this point here, y is 0.5. And that is for this particular case. Now, for this next example, we would then given 2 lines as well. So in this case, since it's not drawn for us, we shall now start to draw, and this will be my red color line. So for y equals to -2x plus 1, if they didn't give us the table to help us to plot this point, no worries. We can draw that out ourselves, and it will be good to have 3 points. And the x in this case here, since I'm given from -4 to 4, I will just have -1, 0, and 1. And that will give me the following points: 3, 1, and -1. So I now need to plot this point. X is -1, y is 3, x is 0, y is 1, and 1 and -1. And I'm going to draw the line, and this will be my y equals to -2x plus 1. I'm going to repeat the process for my next pair of lines, which will be my blue color line. For y equals to -2x plus 3. And let's see what would this give me. So again, I'm going to try and get 3 points here: -1, 0, and 1. So this one will be 5, 3, and 1. So -1 and 5. X is -1, y is 5. Oops. Uh, 0 and 3, 1 and 1. And I'm going to just draw this line, and I realized something very interesting. What do you notice? These are parallel lines. So they are parallel lines, which means that, and true enough, if you look at the gradient, -2, -2, the gradient is the same. And this tells me something. They will never meet each other, meaning there will never be a situation where the line cross each other. And therefore, when you see parallel lines, there is no solution. So that is the case for parallel lines. Let's move on to the last scenario. And let's explore this last scenario. Again, they did not give me any line, so we are going to draw it out, no worries. So this is the first line, y plus 2x equals to 3. I'm going to write it in another form to help me, so that will minus 2x on both sides. Negative 2x plus 3. That will allow me to find this table of values to help me draw the graph easily. Hey, wait a minute. Negative 2x plus 3. So if you have looked at the previous example, you will see that this is actually this. So negative 1 and 5, 0 and 3 is this point, 1 and 1 is this point. So I'm going to draw this particular line. And this is actually y equals to y plus 2x equals to 3. And let's see what happens for this green color line. I'm going to use green color now. So 2y plus 4x equals to 6. And what do I notice? I notice I'm going to make them 2y equals to negative 4x, positive 6, and I'm going to divide by 2. And let's see what happens if I were to draw this. Okay, and when I press the calculator, interestingly, this will give me this exact same points. So if I were to plot them out, do you realize that it is actually the same line? That we are looking at. And therefore for this particular question, since both lines are actually talking about that same line that is being drawn, so in this case here, there is, do you see that the observation is that the lines overlap each other? This means that there is infinitely many solutions. Okay? And therefore we can then now draw our conclusion now. So a pair of simultaneous linear equation can either have one solution which is this case here. It's being highlighted when you see that there is, when the lines intersect. At this, that's the point of intersection. However, when the lines do not intersect and are parallel to one another, like in this case, they do not intersect. In this case here, the second graph, where you see two parallel lines, they have no solution. And the last example, where you see here in this case, that there are infinitely many solutions. The lines overlap one another. Oops. each other. And that's the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Have a nice day, everyone.